Ready for 2020? Successful recruiters always set goals for themselves for this year, but you also have to reflect on the past. Hey, welcome to the Millionaire Recruiter. I'm Brianna Rooney, your Millionaire Recruiter. And if you haven't yet seen this channel before, it is all about making you the next Millionaire Recruiter, so let's get at it. So first of all, Happy New Year. I know we get to say that until March? Anyways, I hope you really had a great 2019. This is 2020, and there's a lot of people that say, don't think about the past, think about the future. Don't think about your failures, think about your successes and move forward and be positive. You know, all that radiant energy, and I love that. However, this morning I had an amazing session with my executive coach, and if you haven't, watched my journey and stuff yet, I ended up getting one at the beginning of last year, which is ironic because I had already had techies for 9.5 years. It took me that long to figure out that I needed something more. And I couldn't be, more thrilled that I actually went through with it and did it. My success this last year has really skyrocketed, and same with my company as well. So I really wanted to, get that out there first of all, because if you need the help, get the help. And sometimes you just don't even know that you really needed that much help and how much more growth you could have. So just be proactive and do it. Now, the session today was all about, the successes and the failures of last year. And a lot of, I think, society and things that we read say, don't use the word failure, it's so negative. And so he said, first of all, I think it's okay to admit that you failed, because that's a learning moment and a changing moment and a growing moment. But if you do want to switch the wording, you can just say that it was incomplete. So I thought that was really interesting, just something you didn't complete, but you need to. However, the exercise was really interesting. And so he had me put all the incomplete, the failures, all in one section. And he just said, okay, what didn't you accomplish that you wanted to? What didn't quite go right that you would change, that you want to change, that you're going to change, right? So that was all set up. Then he talked about, what did you succeed at? What did you do well at? What are you excited to say that you did? So he did all of that. And then he goes, okay, I deem this closed. 2019 is closed. Everything that happened then, we leave there. That is now the past. Now you have to have the victories of the future. And I was like, let me write that down. Victories of the future. And that's what this is all about. And you need to really focus on doing that. And there's lots of different ways you can set your goals and accomplish your goals and move forward. So let's figure out how to do that. What I would really like for you to do is actually what I did this morning, what I just spoke about. Write everything down. And by the way, I don't want you just to sit there and think about it, stew over it, and have it go out of your thoughts. You need to type it, write it. For me personally, I feel like writing has so much more of an impact on me. Maybe I'm old school. I'm only 35. But if you want to type it out and that's something that works just as well, by all means do it. And get it all out, reflect on it. You always start with your failures, your incompleteness first. Negativity is always first, and you always end in the positives, which is the successes. And so you want to see what you now need to start over. Again, don't carry anything over from last year. So for example, let's say your goal was to make 20 placements last year. Amazing. And you only made 15 placements last year. So now you're going to say, well, what's my goal for this year? I didn't hit 20. I wanted to hit 20. Am I going to make 20 my goal again? Am I going to make it 18 because I felt like I was too far away? Or do you make it 22 because you decided 15 wasn't good enough. I decided 20 is not good enough anymore. I'm gonna move to 22. The market's booming, the industry's booming, the venture capitalist money is flowing. Maybe that's what you look at. There's a lot of different ways to set your goals, but the most important thing to do is to set them and do not forget them. We're not a crock pot. You want to really have them in front of you, and I talk about this a lot. Have that post-it in front of your computer, on your desk, next to your mirror. Where do you go the most often? You're brushing your teeth, right? Hopefully at least twice a day. Have it right there. So hold yourself accountable to it, look at it, and as you accomplish them, boop, cross them off, write a whole new post-it again, and go for it. Only 5 at a time. So another really cool thing that I like to do is the Warren Buffett trick. And that's come up with 20 things that you need and want to accomplish in your lifetime. Put them all down. Then pick the top 5 that if you were given 6 months, okay, let's do 12 months to live, if you didn't accomplish those 5, would it be traumatizing for you? Would you have considered your life to be a failure? So really be honest with yourself, and also honest with yourself as to the why behind them. And actually, I'm going to use that as a different video, because that's a really good exercise when you have your goals to figure out the why, figure out what path you have to do to get to each of those goals, and then reflect on if you're interested in going that path. Because that's something else to really put into perspective. Like, for example, you might say, I don't want to be a millionaire, I want to be a billionaire. Okay, well, what do you have to sacrifice in order to be that billionaire? You can't say that you think of, some of the most successful people in the universe and think that they don't sacrifice a lot. So think of the life, the work-life balance, all those things that have to get you to where you want to go, and make sure that you actually truly believe that is worth it and you want to go down that direction. So, okay, I hope you enjoyed that. That was a lot of, goal setting, victories of the future. Forget about the past. It is done. You have completed it. There's nothing more you can do there. However, you can take something that was incompleted, make it a new project, figure out why you didn't complete it, and then move forward and have it as a new goal. But it's a new goal. Okay, so stick with that positivity, and I know that you can absolutely accomplish your goals, not only personally, but through recruiting, because the industry is amazing. The tech is amazing, and I've heard more often than not, especially in the last few weeks, I'd actually say, of people contacting me and say, I'm switching to tech, and that does not scare me, and nor should it scare you. There is not enough recruiters. So, join, but be the good recruiter. So definitely check out themillionairerecruiter.com to help you be that good recruiter, that millionaire recruiter. And definitely like, subscribe, and I will see you every Thursday at noon. And don't forget that money is just a vessel to do all the amazing things you want to do. So accomplish them, do it, and have fun. See you next week.